Hello, it's the Han Informer, and today I'm telling you the differences between if your actor wears makeup for a night or a silicone mask for a night at your haunted house or haunted attraction. So today I'm telling you the differences between if your actor wears makeup for a night or a silicone mask for a night at your haunted house. And there are multiple differences, and I'm going to go over each one of them with you. One big, huge difference between both of them, is a silicone mask can take up to only 10 seconds to put on if you know what you're doing. Makeup always is going to take a long time. I consider even 5 minutes a long time considering a silicone mask can only take 10 seconds. Even a makeup that is minimalistic that's still can take 5 minutes. So makeup's minimum can take about 5 minutes to 10 minutes, then max all the way up to an hour or an hour and a half for very detailed makeup. And I think that both makeup and silicone masks are needed in haunted houses. Certain effects can be achieved with silicone mask that can't be with makeup. Silicone mask can do certain textures and certain features like huge demon horns protruding from the head, or really detailed scars or gouges, or missing eyes or missing ears, or huge rips in the mouth. Any of those customizations you pretty much can't do with makeup as well as short of a time as it takes to just put on a silicone mask. And I have a tutorial of how to put on a silicone mask, and I'll put that link to that up in the corner. So you need to definitely teach your actors how to put on a silicone mask, because that'll make getting ready for your haunted house each night definitely a lot faster. So, first big difference is time. Makeup can take a long time, even minimalistic ones, 5 minutes, and then a silicone mask only take 10 seconds. Problem with silicone masks is you can get sweaty very fast. It is a giant silicone blob on your head. There's no way of getting around that, even if the silicone's thinner than thicker. Anyway, you're wearing a big silicone blob on your head, it's going to be really hot after a little bit. I know from experience from having my own silicone mask and playing a character that it gets extremely hot very fast. So a big withdrawal of wearing a silicone mask is, even though you have that really good high quality detail and it only takes 10 seconds to put on, it's going to get really horribly hot really fast. And I've heard from other actors that it just gets hot to a point and then you can just deal with it by drinking water and things. And I've drank water before, and the longest I've worn a silicone mask and gotten sweaty from it and acted wearing it was, I wore my mask for up to about an hour at a Comic-Con, and that was crazy. It got horribly hot and sweaty. So I highly recommend taking breaks when you're wearing a silicone mask. I know that might be really hard to do in a haunted house, but definitely hydrate yourself when you're wearing a silicone mask. So the big difference between a silicone mask on your actor and makeup is a makeup can be substantially more breathable. So if you have a very basic prosthetic appliance on the face, like little cuts or wounds, or even just a whole prosthetic face, your whole head can still breathe, and you can still feel the wind on your face when you're running around trying to scare people. When you have a silicone mask on, you have all that silicone blocking it. And that is a big difference about them, is it can be considerably less hot if you're wearing makeup. And I'm just telling you this because you have to put that in the perspective of, even though a silicone mask looks really nice, you're like, that's really cool, that'll fit in that scene really well, and it looks really good on your actor with the costume you gave them, but just to let you know, it gets really, really hot very fast. So that's the withdrawal with the silicone mask. But in the end, you definitely want to use both these effects. You just need to tell your actors, especially if they've never worn a silicone mask, warn them ahead of time. You're going to be fine, it's going to be comfortable at first, but you need to know it's going to get really hot, and make sure you're hydrated. And even if you're wearing makeup, you need to stay hydrated. It doesn't matter what position you play or if you wear makeup or silicone as a haunted actor, you definitely need to stay hydrated. So let's go over the big differences again. Big differences are big time difference, and making sure you don't get overheated too fast. Those are two huge differences between these effects. And makeup, like I said, can take a long time, and you can spend a lot of time trying to make the same effect as you would with a silicone mask, just it ends up sometimes not looking as good. So you can use some practical effects and try to use a bunch of cotton balls or just basic silicone to try to make an effect. And even though that can look really well done, it will take a really long time compared to a silicone mask where you just put it on. So the two big differences we have here is time restraint and making sure you don't get overheated. That was the Haunted Informer. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe. And I am on social media. I am on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. On Instagram, my username is haunt_informer. So again, haunt_informer. And on Facebook, I am the Haunt Informer. So again, the Haunt Informer. And on Twitter, my Twitter handle is @haunt_informer. So again, @haunt_informer. And as always, happy hauntings.